Sarah and Sony, hello! My name is Matt Motal, and I'm literally in the middle of planning a proposal. I saw your Facebook post, and it was the missing piece of the puzzle. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. A little about me. My name is Matt Motal. I went to UCLA, go Bruins. We were in spring sing together. I was in company in 2001. I worked on your music video for Gravity, believe it or not, at Motion Theory. I was the guy who came in and showed you my Spring Sing shirt. And I have the most wonderful girl in the world. Her name is Chelsea Span, also a Bruin, a singer, and you are actually one of her main inspirations. It's a big deal. I'm so excited what's happening. So, without further ado, let's cut to the chase. Let's get to what we're here for. Okay, let's talk proposal. No joke, I've been planning this I've had the ring since November. It is currently March. I've been planning, I've been building, I've been doing a lot of stuff. So what the heck have I been doing and what am I planning? A little backstory. Chelsea and I have always done really creative things for each other. Valentine's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, whatever. The very first time, our very first Valentine's Day, I knew I had to make a move. So what I did was I got her a dozen roses, but since she had previously given me a Valentine that was like a heart with muscle arms on it and stuff, I got these dozen roses and I cut out a bunch of bodies of manly things like a firefighter and lumberjack and attached them to the stems of the roses. So it made little redhead manly valentines, if you will, and they all had little quote bubbles saying, oh, things to do today, like if you're a lumberjack, would be chop logs, buy more brawny paper towels, wish Chelsea a happy Valentine's Day. Another one was saying, hey look, we're all redheads. So that was sort of a defining moment in our relationship where I really had to like lay down my cards and say, hey, I'm into you. One year for Valentine's Day, I took a photo of us and I decided to cook us out of all the types of food Chelsea had taught me how to make throughout the years for a recent Valentine's. I gave her a note saying, hey, go look in the trunk of your car. She goes down, there's a box. It says, open at your desk. So she goes up and she's at work and everyone's kind of like, what is this? She opens it up, there's a helium tank. I was like, oh, okay. There's a set of instructions and then there's several little sleeves with balloons in them. And it instructs her to basically fill them up one at a time and they inflate. And they say little messages about her that I love about her, and then she attaches it to the string, and as she does this, all these messages she reads, and it turns into a big rose, a big Valentine's rose with, balloons. One of her most memorable that she always goes back to, that she talks about, is we were in San Diego, we were staying in a hotel, and before we checked into the hotel, I told her she had to wait. She comes in, and there's a trail of Post-it notes. Much like you'd lay out rose petals, whatever. And they all have little personal things written on them about her that I love. And it leads to several roses I had created out of Post-it notes. And she always thought that was really personal and just, always referred back to that one. The reason that's important is for this proposal, here's what's going to happen. She's going to come home. She's going to walk in the door. And she's going to be immersed in a Post-it world. There's going to be a sign made out of Post-it saying Memory Lane. And then there's going to be all these little miniature vignettes of significant moments in our relationship that are made almost exclusively out of Post-it notes. For example, there was a time for Valentine's Day when she was still living at home. I snuck into her backyard past motion detector lights and all of this kind of stuff, and her mom was still there, and I was throwing an eraser at her window to try to get her to come out. She wouldn't wake up. I had to text her. I was about to grab a ladder and climb up. Essentially, when she looks out her window and comes down, there's a trail of rose petals and then tea lights all in the backyard and the grass spelling, will you be my Valentine? So I've created and modeled her mom's entire house and yard in Post-its, and as you can see, it took a while. I've built this entire thing. Other moments, we recently had a trip where we went to Santa Paula and Fillmore. We went on a train ride for Valentine's Day, went through the orange groves. There was other pieces of the puzzle, but you can see that, you know, here's another vignette I've built for it. The first time Chelsea went to the snow, we went up to Lake Tahoe to my parents' cabin, and she was like a little kid. We built snowmen and made snow angels and went sledding and had a snowball fight. And so she's gonna see all these vignettes all throughout, and they're gonna one by one, they're gonna light up. There's gonna be post-it notes all over the wall. There's these little post-its of ivy and maple leaves. There's gonna be scattered across the floor, on the walls, and she's just gonna be immersed in this lit up small world of post-its, if you can imagine that. Then I'm gonna bring her into the bedroom, and there will be a post-it mural almost of our two faces, and then there'll be Christmas lights hanging in 3D space. And this is where I need your help, Sarah. We'll be looking out over the pool area from the bedroom, as you can see, and as you start singing, you and your band, however you guys want to do it, which would be amazing because I have been struggling with the soundtrack, I'm going to click off half the Christmas lights, and it's going to spell, "Will you marry me?" And right there, I will propose to Chelsea while you are singing, you know, the most amazing music and most perfect music that could go towards this. So that's it in a nutshell, and I really hope you can be a part of this, because Chelsea being a singer, it's just so important to make that music perfect, and you couldn't be more perfect for the job. Being a Bruin, being one of Chelsea's main inspirations, just being what you are. One of the first concert I think we went to that wasn't for Chelsea was seeing you at the Wiltern the first time you played it, and it just couldn't be more appropriate. So I hope you're excited about it. I'm excited about it. I would love to tell you more about this. I would love to explore this idea with you. I'm literally going to propose, like, you're right on top of it. This timing couldn't have been more perfect. I hope to hear from you, Sarah. Thank you.